Jumbo everybody, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to do a 10-minute timed real-time clean with me of the office that I am currently using right now, turning a mess into something that's a little more functionally clean here. So this is the front room of my mother-in-law's house where we're staying right now. And so basically none of this stuff is mine. The desk itself, the chair, not mine. The drawers, the books, all of that kind of stuff, not mine. I'm kind of just plopping my stuff here for the time being, and I've got to do something with it. So I'm going to go ahead and set my timer on my phone for 10 minutes and see how much of this I can actually get cleaned up. So I just took one of those recyclable bags, those grocery bags, and I wanted to divide the items that had just kind of made it to my desk for some reason, divided up into throwaway things, which I'm just going to actually put in the trash can, put away items that, don't belong in this office, and then as well as items that still belong here and stay. So the items that stay in the office, I'm actually just going to keep on the desk, and then anything that needs put away that goes in the office, I'm going to go ahead and just do that as I go along. And then anything that does not belong in the office, I have a lot of stuff here that actually belongs in the kitchen, that belongs in the bathroom. For whatever reason, I have a lot of essential oils that have kind of congregated and landed on my desk here that I need to take back upstairs to where we keep them in the bedroom. So just things like that. I could have divided the bags up, had lots of different bags, a bag for each room, but I decided to just put everything all together into one, and then once I'm done here, I'll just go around the house and unload the bag, basically, is what it boils down to. So some of these items too are, things that I have made for my YouTube videos or made for my Instagram, and so that's why certain things are out here, like those items that I'm putting away right there. Those were for a dry shampoo recipe that I made. I will put a card of that recipe if you guys are interested up in the card section of this video. I'll also put it down in the description below. But I have it's basically kind of become a room that is sort of like a craft room, a filming room, a room for my computer to live, and this desk actually that everything is sitting on and I'm cleaning up actually raises up. So you see that big black thing behind my computer, that is a flat screen TV. And so in the evening times, we do have couches in this room, and it's used kind of as a TV room. So I'll just fold down my laptop in the evening, and then there's a button on the right-hand side. I don't know if you guys can see under the desk on the right, there's a little green bin right there. This desk is motorized, and so it can raise up so that you can see the TV a little bit better. You can turn it into a standing desk if you want to do that, which is generally how I use that function. So it's just a really kind of convenient thing to use and to have. So I'm just going to roll up anything in here that I want to put away. Those bins that are down there, the green bins, are from the Dollar Tree. I apologize if you hear a printer going in the background. Those were from our old house. I used to keep those in our little hall closet, and they would just keep random bathroom items. So I didn't really have storage in this room, so I decided to bring those down here. I have a whole collection of these little green bins from upstairs, so maybe I'll end up bringing more down here. I don't know. Hopefully I don't need to do that. I find that when I am putting away items, things get messy when I don't have a home for them. And so I know that I'll be able to keep the office a little more organized as I go along now, just because now everything's going to have a place. And I didn't really have a place for anything. It just kind of ended up as a hodgepodge. I did a collab with a few of my YouTube friends about cleaning up my bathroom upstairs. And so it was the same kind of thing. All of our bathroom toiletries just ended up in these big little drawers, and I didn't really have a spot for them. But as soon as I made drawer dividers and I had a place to put things, then our bathroom is spotless now because I have a spot for everything. So down here, I struggled trying to put this thing in there. So we're going to find another spot for that. I think I'll try a different drawer. This is just extra little pieces of paper and things that I send out to people who are interested in learning about essential oils or my essential oil family, things like that. So So then once I have all of this stuff kind of picked up and put away from around the desk, then I'm going to move on to a different area. But here's the thing. What I should have done is I should have had my timer out so I knew how much time I actually had to go with cleaning up for 10 minutes, because 10 minutes flies by when you're actually doing things. So anyway, so those are just little note cards that I wanted to put down there. Those little wire shelves I actually used to have in my old house's pantry many moons ago. So they used to have spices in there and things, but now it has office supplies. So, all right, so now I'm going to go ahead and move on to a different part of the room. This is just this little table that the camera was sitting on. This ended up just being a collecting place for amber glass bottles, so I am putting those away in another set of drawers that I do have access to in this room. I end up using these bottles in pictures and things on my Instagram. I tend to do giveaways for people who get essential oils with this particular amber bottles set, which I absolutely love. It's so good, from Amazon. And so I just had them kind of corralled there, so I was just getting those put away. And you can see those are the remote controls for the TV that I was talking about too. We have a Roku set up on it also, so that's why there are 2 remote controls there rather than just one. And then I do have this blanket that is so comfy and fuzzy and wonderful on this couch, but I had to fold it because it was driving me crazy. I know it's not really organization, but I needed to get it folded and put away too. So I'm gonna get that done while I'm at it as well. That probably took up a whole half of a minute, but it was worth it for me to get it put nicely on the couch. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and work on the part of the room that is probably the most cluttered, and this is the shelves with books. None of these books are mine. These are all my mother-in-law's books, but the items that are on the floor and that are on the shelf are mine. So this bag here is my flute and my piccolo and my music books that I take to my music students' lessons and to my own rehearsals and things like that. So it's just a gigantic 31 weekender tote from years and years ago. So I have that. I'm just going to stick that in this little cabinet here just to get it off the floor, even though I use it, a couple times a week. I just needed to get it out of the way. So then I also have, this is our mobile paperwork, I don't know what you call it, a suitcase, I guess. Normally we keep our paperwork in bankers' boxes and things like that, but we literally have no place to put anything like that right now. So I just have it in this suitcase. And then that right there is the contact paper I used to make those drawer dividers up in the bathroom. So I'm just going to stick that in this cabinet as well. And I also have books. These are my essential oil reference books and things like that. So I do have that in a little book bag that I'm just going to stick in this cabinet as well. I end up using these as reference pretty much all the time, so I didn't want to just put them away in a place that'd be really hard to get to, so just decided to stick them in the bottom of this cabinet here as well. So then the other items, there's another one of those reference books that I have. Just wanted to keep it all in one place. This is also where we keep our communal family printer as well. So extra paper that goes in the printer. There's a whole bunch of office supplies in this first cabinet here, so I'm just going to stick this back with all of those. I actually don't even know what's in these 2 cabinets. I know there are a bunch of office supplies, and this is where I get the paper from. That's all I really know that's in there. I haven't really seen what's in those, but they don't belong to me, so I probably won't explore it. This is my water that I'm gonna crawl across the floor to put away. I put that big jug, I use that to refill the how do you say, carafe? I don't know, the little jug of water that I keep next to my diffuser. I refill that with that jug right there. And then I have bottles of water that I take to my lessons and to rehearsals and whatever. So I want to keep all that kind of together too. So this bag right here is our camera bag that I keep the camera in when I'm not filming. We have a boom mic that we put on top and extra batteries and all of that. So I wanted to keep all that together. So I'm just going to kind of stick that in the corner. Right behind it is an outlet so I can plug in our gimbal, that thing that's holding the camera right now, so that it can recharge its batteries. So I like to keep all that kind of together. And then where I'm putting things right now on the floor here, this is that pile where I'm going to disperse all of these items that do not belong in this room, like those phone chargers right there that I have zipped up in that little container. I'm just going to keep them all together on the floor so I can get them out of here and put them away where they need to go. So just kind of going through the other piles that are on the shelf here. These were cards and things that I got from my family for Valentine's Day, and my sister actually gave me a little necklace also that was attached to a card, so I need to get that off of the card so I can put that up in the jewelry box that I have upstairs in the bedroom. So I just needed to get that done, and then our family does little scratch-off lottery tickets for each of our holidays, and so I ended up winning a little bit of money from our scratch-offs from Valentine's Day, so I have to get those out of there and put those in my purse so I can turn those in. I generally just end up buying more lottery tickets for the next holiday that I give cards to my family, so it just kind of works out well. This is way more information than you even really needed to know, but now you know, so there we go. So then the extra little Valentine's cards and things like that, I'm going to go ahead and recycle those, so just stick those over in my little recycle pile. And then I've got a few more things over here. I've got some Berkey water filters that need to go upstairs. I haven't put our Berkey together since we've been living here. The house has a reverse osmosis system, so I haven't felt the need to put that together, but I am going to take that upstairs. That's what those are. And then this bag that I put up here on the shelf, I took to my kids' solo and ensemble competition, and so I need to clean that out. It has music books and things like that, and with that, out of time. Doggone it. So I'm going to go ahead and finish though, because that's what I do. I can't just finish things part way. So I've got the music books. I'm going to put those with the flute and my piccolo and everything in that cabinet. And then I also have, these are leftover Wild Zora snacks that I haven't made it into the kitchen yet. Those are the only things that are left. I only have 2 meals left and a couple of the snack soups. I've eaten everything else from Wild Zora, which I love. I'll link that video below too if you guys are interested in some good paleo autoimmune protocol snacks. But I'm going to go ahead and put away the music books here with my flute, and that really, pretty much brings it to the end. So here we go. This is the newly cleaned. It still looks a little messy to me. I have to put that bowl away and then go through this pile that's on the corner of my desk. I didn't get to do that yet, but overall, not too bad. It's a whole lot better than it was before. So I hope this was inspirational for you guys. I hope you were able to clean right along with me. It just makes such a difference when you can have more of a tidied up space, especially if it's an office, for your productivity. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. If you haven't subscribed, be sure to do that, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye.